All right, tonight I wanted to talk to you about one word, and that's persevere. Merriam-Webster dictionary defines it as to continue to do something or trying to do something even though it's difficult. Key word there is difficult. We would all agree that Jiu Jitsu is difficult, regardless of what belt you are, what your physical attributes are, or your physical condition at the moment, your age, your size, your weight, and even finding time for Jiu Jitsu is difficult with family and work obligations. When I began Jiu Jitsu, I had no martial arts experience. On top of that, I'm female, I'm 5'5", 120, and I'm going to turn 59 in a couple of weeks. So those all kind of work against my success. However, I have physical conditioning in my favor, and I have a strong drive to persevere. I don't know if any of you have ever taken the Clifton Strength Finders test, but of the 5 strengths that I have, 3 of them actually contribute to my drive to persevere. I am an achiever, I'm disciplined, and I'm a learner, so I love to learn new jiu-jitsu techniques. So for me, it's really a matter of my mind over my body. Jiu-jitsu is a game of perseverance. I'm sure you can think of many athletes who have achieved great success with a combination of physical conditioning and perseverance despite difficulties. I can name a few. Last night I was thinking of these. Bethany Hamilton, the surfer, who went on to win championships even though she lost her arm to a shark attack. How about Ben Hogan, premier golfer from the 1940s? He almost ended his career. He got in a head-on collision with a Greyhound bus. Doctors told him he would never golf again, but he went on within a year and a half to win the U.S. Open, the Masters, and then he went on to win the British Open. And then you might have seen this, but Saturday night at the UFC fight, Uriah Hall, bad broken toe, and he went on to finish the fight. So remember that for these athletes, these premier athletes, and for us also, perseverance is a verb. It's not a trait. So it's for all of us to own. Have I ever thought of quitting? Well, when I first started as a white belt, I received the usual bumps and bruises and scrapes and sore muscles and a broken toe. 2 years ago, I was having bad back problems, so I went in to see a chiropractor. I knew I had scoliosis, but from the time I was young. But he took the mandatory x-rays and came back in the room and told me, you need to quit jiu-jitsu because if you don't, you could sever your spinal cord. So I started crying, walked out, got in the car, called Jim, just said, what am I going to do? I can't quit. So I went to an Olympic team chiropractor, who we know very well. He had an MD on his team. And so together we spent the next 7 months going through physical therapy, and I was getting Prolo shots every month in my ligaments in my back. And if you've ever had a cortisone shot, that's similar. So I got through that, and then last year I had tennis elbow for about 6 months. And I have a little muscle back here that bothers me every once in a while. So have I ever thought of quitting? No. If something's bothering me, I just push myself to come to class, and when I get on the mats, I actually forget about the pain. So, and I love to see all those little dots add up. So, another reason I like to come so much. So on the days when you feel like the bug and not the windshield, which is me most of the time, draw on your inner strength. Keep your eye on the goal, and I would hope that for you the goal would be a black belt. Professor Felipe reminded me the other day that only 3% of those who start jiu-jitsu get to black belt. So will you be one of them? I would encourage you to stick with it. The rewards and the achievement that you find are well worth it. So just make sure that your goals are higher than your difficulties, and persevere. So I just want to thank all of you for being great training partners with me, and I actually have a few quotes that I ran off that I won't read them to you, but I'm going to hand them out when we bow out. So,
and what I said is true, guys. You see her attendance card. She is here, with Jim 5-6 times a week for 5 years now. 5.5 years, and it's just awesome to see. It's very inspirational. I look up to her a lot. I look up to Jim a lot. Just the way that they carry themselves, and they set themselves a goal, and there's just no other way around. They just go and they accomplish. So I wish I'll be that alive with that much energy within just a few years from now, because I'm already getting there too. So good. Thank you, Suzy.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.